Hi everyone, welcome back. If it's your first time here in this space, thank you for being here. My name is Jennifer. Today I'm going to offer a 30 minutes cardio sculpt class. So you're going to need hand weights. If you do not have them, you can just use the weight of your body. You can just move your arms along. Or if you do like to add some weight, you can find maybe some small water bottles. So if you are ready, let's start at the top of your mat on standing. Find your feet hip width apart. Move your shoulders back and away from the ears, palms face to the front. With your next inhale, bring your arms up to the ceiling. Hands in prayer, open mouth. Inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Lengthening through your sides. With your exhale, open mouth, hands in prayer. Once more, inhale, root down with your heels as you lift your fingers high. Open mat, exhale. And seal the lips. Inhale, bring your arms up to the ceiling. You can open your eyes if they were closed. And then exhale, open your arms, fall forward, chest to your thighs. Relax your head completely. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, lengthen. Stretch your collarbone forward. Exhale, fall forward, breath out. Stay here, halfway lift, inhale, flat back, but this time lift your left leg to the ceiling for a supported warrior 3, so your chest is lifted. And then exhale, cross the left leg behind your right ankle, so squeeze your inner thighs. Inhale where you are, lift your chest. You can stay right here or squeeze the legs and fall on top of your right leg. Now see if you can bring more weight towards the big toes instead of the heels. And as you do that, lift your tailbone. Feel the nice opening on the back of your legs. If you're fully extending your legs, good, but if you don't, it's perfectly okay. You might actually want to keep them slightly bent. Keep your right foot on the ground. With your inhale, lift your left leg to the ceiling, stretch your collarbone forward. And then exhale, top of your mat. Exhale, Uttanasana. And rise up, inhale, mountain pose. Bring your arms over the head, palms touch. Exhale, open up, fall forward, relax your head completely. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, lift your right leg to the ceiling with your quadricep pointing to the floor. And then exhale, cross your right ankle behind the left. Now give your legs a little squeeze, lift your tailbone. And then exhale, either stay where you are or fall forward on top of your left leg. You're gonna feel a stretch, maybe from the calf all the way up to the outer hip. So if it's too much, you can always soften the knees. Okay, just try to relax your head. When you next inhale, lift your right leg to the ceiling, flat back, navel away from the floor. Exhale, top of your mat, fall forward. And rise up, inhale, mountain pose. Bring your arms over the head. And then exhale, fall forward, chest to the thighs, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back to lengthen. As you exhale, plant your hands on the ground, step back into high push-up position. Find your shoulders on top of your hands. Inhale, squeeze your legs as you drop your knees. And then exhale, come all the way down to the floor. Untuck your toes behind you. Interlace the fingers behind your back for Shalabhasana. Inhale, lift your legs, lift your chest. Actively point your toes behind you as you lift your thighs off the ground, but try to relax your glutes. Now extend your arms towards the back of your mat. Lift the fist that you're making with your palms. Take another inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes behind you. Bring your hands by your shoulders. Keep your knees on the ground. Modify plank. Inhale, hips up, chest up. Exhale to downward facing dog. Lift your hips to the ceiling. Lift your right leg to the ceiling. Inhale. Bend the right knee. Exhale, open up your hips. Option to re-extend your right leg if it helps you open up more. Or with your right knee bend, move your heel more to the left side. Re-extend the right leg, inhale, close the hips. Exhale, step your foot outside of your right hand for runner's lunge. Bring your left knee to the ground. Or with the option to keep it up if you want to maintain your pose more active. If your back knee is lifted or wherever it is, you can rock side to side or forward, just exploring how your body feels. I don't know what time of day you're practicing, but if it's early, everything might be still a little tight. Good, so just notice. You might want to pause for an inhale or two if you find a nice sweet spot where you might need an extra breath. Okay, but if you're ready, plant your hands on the ground, lift your back knee, step it back into high push-up position. Bring your knees to the floor, inhale. This time, halfway down, exhale, low plank, bend your elbows. Up facing dog, inhale, open up your chest, look forward. To downward facing dog, exhale, lift your hips. Lift your left leg to the ceiling, inhale. Now bend the left knee, exhale, open up your hips. Try to maintain your chest facing down to your mat. And then look at your right foot or look under your right armpit. See if you can look at your left heel. When you're ready, re-extend your leg and close the hips. Exhale, step it outside of your hand for a runner's lunge. Bring your back knee to the floor, or again, keep it up. Just keeping in mind that each side feels different, so you might need something else on this side. Okay, with the option always to explore with a little movement or just stay in stillness. And some of you might be able to drop the forearms to the ground if you feel pretty open. Keep your hands on the floor, lift your back knee, three-legged dog. Into plank. So step it back. You can drop your knees or keep them up this time. Exhale, halfway down, low push-up. Inhale, open up your chest, up dog. Press your palms into the ground. To downward facing dog, exhale, lift your hips. Take an inhale here. Pause and settle into your downward facing dog as you exhale. Inhale where you are. And then exhale, walk your feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fall forward. Rise up, inhale, mountain pose. Bring your arms over the head. Exhale, hands to your heart center, Samastiti. Okay, now separate your feet. Bring your feet out wide for a squat. So your feet are wider than the hips. Bring your hands in prayer and then sit back. Okay, this is where you can always just keep your hands in prayer if you do not want to use your weights. But if you have them, you can bring them in front of your chest. Good, so sit back. If you look down your toes, you can actually see all of your 10 toes. Now come up, send your hands behind you or your weights, and then you're just gonna squat down. But very slow, mindful movement. Good, just notice when you lower, your hips are back, so there's a lot of weight on the heels. Good, and then when you come up, you're actually pressing your heels into the ground. Good, firm your lower abdominal so that when you lower, the lower abdominal moves away from the upper thighs. Good, and then even if you do not have weights, squeeze the muscles on your back as you extend your arms when you come up. So you're gonna do 5 more rounds. On the last one, we're going to meet with the hips low, so on a squat position. You're here for 3, 2, hold it at the bottom. Now keep your right knee bent the whole time that you're here. Keep your hips low. As you exhale, step your left foot behind you and then lower your back knee. You can bring your hands or your waist by your sides. Keeping the right knee bent, step it forward again into a squat. Hands in front of your chest. Exhale, squat back. Same thing, come forward and then squat back. As you come forward, your hips are low. Same as when you step back and you lower your knee. Okay, so you're gonna do here a few more runs like this. When you step back, lower the back knee, just keeping the leg 1 inch from touching the ground. So really challenge yourself into lowering the back leg. You're here for 5. You have 4. We're gonna meet back, squatting in 3. You have 2. Hold it at the back. Now a little squat. 1 inch up, 1 inch low. Up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. Up and lower. If you need to extend your right leg, just to give you a little bit of a break, you can do that. You're here for 5, 4. We're gonna meet forward at the top of your mat, squatting again. 3, 2, at the front, squat and come up. Lower and come up. Lower, lift, lower and lift. Do a couple more rounds here. We'll take 5 more. We're gonna switch sides. In 3, we're gonna hold at the bottom on 2. Hold it here on your squat, and then send your right leg behind you, squat down. If you wanna add your arms, you can bring them in front. And then as you squat forward, back into the chest. Extend your right leg behind you, hands in front. Exhale, hands to your chest. And then squat, and then to the front. Squat back, and then to the front. Squat back, and then to the front. You have a couple more of like that. Firm your abdominal if you're extending your hands in front. We're gonna hold back in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it at the back with either your hands in front or into your chest. Up an inch, lower an inch. Up and lower. Up and lower. You can extend your left leg just for a moment if you really need to. You're here for 5. We're gonna meet at the front for 4, 3, 2, and 1 at the top, and flush it out. Squat up and lower. You can release your weights if you want them, and just hands in prayer. 5. You're here for 4. We're gonna step back into plank in 3, 2, and 1. Step it back, hands to the floor, step it back into high push-up. Bring your knees to the floor for yogi push-ups. Inhale. As you exhale, lower. Inhale up. Actually, just 10 when you're on. Okay? Make sure that your hips are not touching the floor when you lower. Try to hook the rib cage. Your elbows towards your rib cage. Three more. Last one. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a breath in. Open mouth. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth. Take another breath in. And through your nose, exhale. Lift your right leg to the ceiling. Inhale. Now as you exhale, step the right foot forward in between your hands, and then walk your hands to the left side. So I'm gonna face you. Okay, bring your weights with you. Hands or weights to the hips. When you inhale, slowly come up. So bring your toes out, your heels in. Bend the knees. So you're in a goddess pose position. Good. Bend the elbows so that your palms face up. Now lower your hips and then extend as you bring your arms up. And then lower. Extend. Bring your arms up. Squeeze your shoulders behind you when you lower, and then lower your hips as much as you can when you squat down. Good. I don't have any music here, but if you have music at home, yeah, just find whatever playlist works for you for this kind of practice. Good. So you're gonna do 5 more like this. And we're going to meet all the way at the bottom. As you come up, press down with your heels. As you come up, squeeze your glutes and your inner thighs. Good. You're here for 3, 2. This is your last one. We'll meet at the bottom. Now keep your knees bent and then extend your arms out to the side and then bring them in front. Arms out to the side and then bring them into your chest. And then extend your arms out. Exhale, bring them forward. Inhale, arms to the side and then squeeze the elbows into your rib cage. Inhale again. You're gonna do here a couple more. Firm your lower abdominal, firm your glutes, and maybe lower your hips. Three more like that. So full rounds. Maybe lower your hips. If you feel that it's not challenging enough, you can always lift your heels. Or we'll eventually get there. All right, this is your last round. To the front, out, and bend the elbows. Now extend the legs out, bring your hands over your head. Arms out, bend the elbows into your rib cage. Arms out and up to your head as you lower. Out, squeeze them in, and out and up. Out and squeeze. Firm your legs, firm your core. Good, find a little tempo. Out in 2, lower in 2. Up in 2, lower in 2. You have a few more breaths. Your best friend right here is your breath. Okay, you're here for 3 more rounds. This is 2. Last one. We'll meet low. Now keep your elbows bending. Lift one heel, lift the other heel. And then hips up and lower. Up and lower. If the heels up is too much, you can keep them low and then to the ground, but just hips up and low. Up an inch, lower an inch. So you're not really extending your legs. Up and lower, up and lower. 5, 4, we're gonna meet all the way as slow as you can. On 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Maybe your heels are up for 5. Find your mula bandha. 4. Your uddiyana bandha for 3. Maybe lower more for 2. Exhale, heels down, fall forward, hands to the floor. Halfway lift, inhale, flat back, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands top of your mat, bend your right knee, step it back into plank. So keep your shoulders on top of your hands. Bring your right knee to the right elbow, and then step it back. Left knee to the left elbow, step it back. And maybe you can make it a little bit faster. The faster, the better to bring your heart rate up if it's not already there. Good? So you can do really, really fast, kicking forward and back, or just one leg at a time. You're here for 10, 8, 6, push the floor away, 4, navel in, 2, hold your plank, inhale, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath in, open mouth, 1 more breath in, open mouth, seal the lips, inhale, through your nose, exhale. Lift your right leg to the ceiling, inhale. Now step your right foot forward in between your hands. Grab your weights again. And then Grab your weights with your left hand. So bring your right hand to your right hip, so you're in a low lunge. And then your right elbow, so I'm gonna turn around so you can see what we're doing here. Bend the left elbow, and then lower. Lower, squeeze, and extend. Navel in as you bend the elbow, keep it there. In and lower, in and lower, in, lower, in and lower. 10 rounds. Breathe. If you need less, you can always drop your back knee. You're here for 3, 2, 1 more. Hands to the floor. Side plank. Inhale. Keep your left hand onto the floor. Step your right leg back. Side plank. Right hand to the ceiling. Good. Now with your exhale, bring your right hand down. Switch sides. Lift your left hand to the ceiling. And then like that. Switch. Right hand up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift from up. Okay, very slow. Feel the nice twist on your midline. And when you move your arm to the ceiling, lift your hips with it. So you're gonna squeeze your obliques, the lower obliques, as you extend your top arm. Squeeze the legs. Keep your gaze down so you can actually balance better. Three more. Inhale, plank. Exhale, push up. Inhale, up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, step it forward in between your hands, grab your weight. And if you feel that it's not too much weight, you can bring both light weights on one hand, or if you have a heavy weight, this is where you use it. Bend the elbow and extend. Bend, extend. But when you're bending your elbow, you're squeezing your back. Your right leg, your back leg, it's very firm, very active. The left leg is also active. You're pressing with that front heel. Five, 4, 3, 2, and we're gonna meet on a side plank. So this time, right hand down, step your left leg back, inhale, left hand lifts. And then exhale, switch. Right arm up, right hand down, exhale. With your inhale, open your left arm, and then exhale, switch. Good, focus your breath. Try to match the movement with your breath. When you come up and when you lower. Keep your heels together if you can. Three more rounds. We're gonna hold the plank. Inhale on your plank. Exhale, the push up. Inhale, up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Stay here, breath in. Open mouth. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, fold forward. Bend the knees and then a little jump. And then walk your hands again. Drop the knees, slow push up. Downward facing dog. Walk your hands to the back, squat down, and then jump as you point your toes. Walk your hands in front, knees down, low push up. Again, walk your hands all the way to the back, and then jump. Imagine you're touching the ceiling with the crown of your head. Low push up. Walk your hands, jump, and walk your hands again for push up. 5 more rounds like that. This is your last set. Walk your hands, low push up, down dog, to jump. Walk your hands, bend the elbows, making sure your hips never touch the ground. You got 2 more rounds. Whew. One more. We're hold the plank this time. Inhale here. Exhale, come all the way down. Untuck your toes behind you. Bring your hands by your sides, bend your elbows. Keep the tops of the feet planted onto the ground. And then when you inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, extend your hands. Bend your elbows. Chest is lifted. Extend your hands. Bend your elbows, squeeze. Exhale, extend. Inhale. Exhale. So inhale, extend to the front, chest is lifted. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, extend. Exhale, squeeze. Press the pelvis onto the ground. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze. 3 more. Last one. Hands to the floor. Tuck your toes. Child's pose. Sit back into your heels. Open mouth. Breath in. Exhale through your nose. Sit down. You're actually not going to sit down. You're going to come on your back. Good. So once you come on your back, tabletop your legs. As you tabletop your legs, move the lower abdominal all the way to touch the floor. So your lower back is gonna press into your mat, okay? Hands behind your back, and then exhale, crunch up and lower, up and lower. Okay, so you have about 30 seconds of this. When you lower your shoulders, make sure that's when your lower back stays rooted on the floor. That's the hard part. We're gonna meet at the top in 3, 2, hold your shoulders up, extend the legs, lower your right leg, right hand to the left leg, and then switch. Good, so try not to touch the ground with your upper body, with the back of your shoulders. You're twisting as you reach really high to the pinky finger. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it at the top, both legs up, and then touch your toes. Touch, up, 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 and lift. Lower navel in. Breathe. 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release everything down. Relax your head. Give yourself a full body stretch. Point your toes. Breath in. Open mouth. And then come onto your belly. Find your forearms onto the ground with your elbows under the shoulders. As you press the elbows into the ground, lift your chest. Feel that nice stretch on your belly. When you're ready, come on your back again for a figure 4. Right ankle on top, left knee into the chest. And then switch sides, left ankle on top, right knee bends. With your exhale, release, roll into a seated position with your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Inhale, grab your toes, lift the front of your pelvis, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bring yourself to center, cross your legs if you can, one leg on top. Inhale, bring your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, twist to your right side, right hand behind you, left hand on top. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist one more time. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist the other way. Inhale, come up. This time, bring your hands to your heart center. Close your eyes. Take a cleansing breath. Inhale. Open mouth. Bow down towards your heart. And with this gesture, thank yourself first for taking the time to move your body. And I thank you now for sharing this time with me and allowing me to help you move your body. From my heart to yours, namaste.